And I do often get asked, by people, they hear about imposter syndrome, which, for those who don't know, is the secret feeling of being a fraud when you're not a fraud, and the fear of being found out. So it's you don't really connect with and access your success. So when people realize that imposter syndrome is prevalent in their life, they realize that they're modeling it for their children. And so the next thing they do is they say, "Okay, can you fix my kids? Can you make sure they" and it's very natural. Yes, of course you want to do that, but I will take a step back. The way to influence your child is to be a different role model. So you get rid of imposter syndrome, and then your child is not going to have it either. And that's the way through. So there's no skipping the parents' work.
No, I mean, one of the things I do with Scarlett is make sure that I'm kind of reminding her of the belief piece. And when I catch her in one of those moments, when they come back, and children are quite fatalistic often, and things like you come back, oh, I can't colour, it's like, let's just have a look at that. So let's have a look at how much better was your colouring today than yesterday. Oh, it was actually, Mummy, it's better. Okay. And how much better was your colouring yesterday than this one from last year? Oh, Mummy, it's much better. How do you feel about colouring now? I'm getting good at it, aren't I? I think so. So kind of make the steps, but just pointers to go, well, let's just anchor it back into how far you've come, but let you do that. Because it's got to be your thinking, your decision, where you come from, hasn't it? For us to really get that to fix. What you can't do is go and try and distance her from the label. It's like, you're not naughty. You might have made a naughty choice, but the beauty of choice is the minute you make a choice that doesn't serve you, you can make a brand new choice. It's like we're not stuck with it. And I think I'm hoping that some of those will help her to have the inner resilience to become her own best friend rather than become her own worst enemy. And having spent probably nearly 40 odd years of my life being my own worst enemy, it's not a nice place to be, is it?
And you do wish so much better for your kids. And I would say that it's also your worth, as in adults, we are worth having our own happier lives and not being driven by this belief.